Joplin 44 Petro is going big. Saturday, June 13th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come celebrate the grand reopening of Missouri's largest truck stop. Travelers on America's Mother Road will find 80,000 square feet of everything they need. Brand new dining options, a fresh food court with McDonald's, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, Starbucks, and DQ Express. There will be a car show, bounce houses, a live DJ, free cake, and door prizes. Don't miss the big grand reopening, June 13th at Joplin Petro 44. We're out of this world.
Live from Ozarks First Plus, a rapid rundown of the local headlines, stories shared, viral videos, plus the features and facts before they hit your feed. You're watching The Daily Scroll with me, Bailey Stroll. Hello, welcome to The Daily Scroll. I hope everybody's having a great day and ready to see some interesting things in the show today. We've got roller coasters, we've got little critters found in unusual places.
That's a nice way to say it.
Yeah, and even some commemorative coins.
What's the theme today?
No theme today.
You always say there's a theme.
Theme today is completely random.
Oh, okay.
Completely random. We're just going to skip right around from one thing to the next.
I guess that's okay.
On this random day. And later on, just some we'd like to switch it up, you know? Sometimes we do trivia, sometimes we do food.
What else do we do?
Food, you know, the latest marketing ploys, what we're watching, what's happening in Hollywood, things like that. Today, just some new studies that are out there that I thought were kind of interesting. We call it the status update. But first,
It's like its third name.
I love the names that I came up with for all of my segments, except the food one's just food. And yesterday we talked about, it's still on my mind, a pickle smoothie at Smoothie King. I said I was going to go get it.
Yeah, you didn't go get them? I thought we were
Today
each
was
getting
not
one.
the day for it.
You're
I
not both getting
went to
one?
Jimmy John's instead.
They don't have anything
And
new and pickly.
it was not on that side of town. Could have got a pickle there, I guess,
I
but
guess.
I didn't. No, they had a
something
pickle
new?
sandwich
Oh.
back in the day. They
Oh.
had, instead of the bun, it was like a carved out pickle. I'm almost positive they had that.
Huh.
Which I was going to try it, but I didn't. I can't take that kind of sodium nowadays.
Yeah.
All right, I got to cut down on my salt. My ankles are already swollen enough. If you guys
said that
haven't
last-
seen the belly recently.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't show it. That's okay. I'll spare you. Okay, well, let's take a little trip up to Osage Beach for our local thread. When I said roller coaster, this is what I meant.
Yeah, not a roller coaster.
I wouldn't call it a roller coaster, but it is a ride, I guess. It's more of like a
theme park
carnival.
ride?
Yeah, like a theme park carnival ride. It's a 100-foot tall drop ride. This is at, if you haven't heard about this, Oasis at Lakeport. This is at Lake of the Ozarks. It's the latest development there that's set to, I mean, when I heard about it, I was like, this is going to transform a tourism attraction that's mainly families going to lake houses and bars and things like that to like there is an actual hub for tourism in that section of Lake of the Ozarks. So
They're on their way to be in the next Six Flags.
Huge development, just massive development. This is one of two rides that's going in. And there for a while, I know people were skeptical about whether this project was actually going to come to fruition. Well,
I didn't know there was so much drama about it.
there has been, and I won't get into it, but progress is being made.
Yeah.
Especially on this, it's called The Plunge, and it's going to be one of the centerpiece attractions for the Lakeside Resort. It's going to be about as tall, they say, comparable in height to the natural bridge formation at Hahatonka State Park, if you haven't been there. If you haven't been there, it's a cool place to go hiking. You should do that. This is part of a larger project, like I said. This is still kind of in the first phase. This is going to be an amusement park, parking garage, boat slips, scheduled to open in the spring of 2027. So we have another year before we're going to see anything about this. But in the end, there's going to have 2 roller coasters there, a nearly 200-foot observation wheel, which I think would be a Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
I don't know why they said it like that. What developers describe as Missouri's largest indoor water park.
Oh.
And a 400-room Marriott International Resort and Conference Center, multiple restaurants and entertainment venues, and it's supposed to offer free admission, free parking. You just have to purchase rides for the tickets or unlimited ride packages. So I'm telling you, do you believe me now when I say
could be the next
if
big
this
thing.
actually,
Yeah, if it actually happens.
If it actually happens, this is going to make Lake of the Ozarks just so different than what I knew.
Looping back to the plunge. Have you ever been on one of those rides where it just takes you up and drops you?
You know, there was something I was going to say about this.
Oh, okay.
Those particular rides are the ones that I will not do.
Bad reputation? I don't know.
I will
Maybe I work in
do
the news station. But
any roller coaster, anytime, anything, carnival rides, spinny things that make you want to puke.
Yeah.
Except
that one. Okay.
When it's a random drop. Because I cannot, I think I'm going to have a heart attack. Yeah. The stress, the buildup, the suspense, and the drop itself, it's enough for me to, I'm sorry, I can't do it.
I want to say I've been on one of those at some point, but maybe I was on like a really silly one. Maybe I went on like the Woodstock one at Worlds of Fun.
Isn't that Superman?
Yeah, maybe
is
I
that
went
Worlds of
on the
Fun?
Superman? I don't know what I went on.
I've done it. I can say that I've done it, but after doing that
favorite.
one, I think it is Worlds of Fun. Unless it's Six Flags. It might be Six Flags.
They have a lot of the DC stuff.
They have a tower drop. It's like a fire station tower drop at Silver Dollar City. And I've gone to Silver Dollar City twice now, and that has been the one ride that I have not rode. Because it's just...
No, that's fair.
Waiting around for that drop. I'll do the barn swing.
Okay, yeah.
The one that you're swinging back, you're swinging.
Weirdly, I remember, this was mostly as a kid, I guess, but even later, I've just never liked the idea of those, the boats. It's always a big boat that swings back and forth.
Oh, like the Pharaoh one? You don't like that? That was one of my favorites.
I don't know.
Your stomach drops every time.
I guess maybe that's it.
And it's so, harmless, I feel.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm not
you don't
I don't think I'm scared of it. I just don't think I like it.
I can see that. My thing is the anticipation coming up the tall roller coaster is worse than the actual drop of the roller coaster for me.
Okay.
Honestly, the waiting around for it. So that tower thing, not knowing when they're going to let you loose is just, it's too much.
Fair.
Too much. Okay. And that's what I have to say about Oasis at Lakeport. Did I say, though? No, there's someone else. This is the first of 12 planned amusement rides that are expected to be installed as construction continues. So I said two roller coasters, a total of 12 rides. I guess I didn't realize, or I'm realizing now, that this is actually going to be a theme park, an actual theme park. That's cool. I didn't realize that. Yeah. So Oasis at Lakeport, look it up. It's just a kind of a pile of dirt right now, but they are going to have at least that drop.
It's a pile of dirt with one big.
I think it was originally, set to open, I think, this summer. They've had to move that timeline back quite a bit, but as with a lot of things. So, okay, when we come back, you never want to see something in your fridge moving.
Yeah.
Involuntarily.
Yeah.
But if it had to be this, if it had to be anything, I would choose for it to be this.
You'll see.
Okay? You'll see. Well, how's this for some extra green in your bag of lettuce? It's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing you could find in your produce.
That's pretty high up there.
I would take it. I've been eating a lot of salads lately, and if I found a tree frog in my lettuce, I would be pretty pumped. Pumped because it could be a tarantula. It could be a caterpillar. It could be
I guess.
a maggot. Something really nasty.
I mean, yeah.
Are frogs nasty? Especially tree frogs. Tree frogs are pretty cute.
Look at him.
They're not even like a toad. They're not even like slimy. He's so cute. So this happened in Australia, of all places. A group of roommates
That actually checks out.
found the frog in a bag of salad. It looks like a green tree frog, they say. It was trapped inside the sealed plastic. Poor guy. I'm sure he didn't want to be in there any more than they didn't want him in there. This was bought at the country's largest grocery store, Woolworths. But these roommates, they took it in stride, okay? They named him Greg. I don't hate it.
Sure.
And then released him back outside into the wilderness to continue on with his life.
And you know what?
Just a little blip on his life's radar.
He's getting home, and they're not going to believe him. They're not going to believe this story.
That's so true. He's going to tell his family,
He had
like,
a wild adventure.
I went here, and then all of a sudden there was like all of these machines around me. Then I went to someone's
Really bright
home. These
all the
people were
time.
super
Yeah.
nice. And now I'm back.
Crazy life.
I honestly, I'm telling you,
You'd be excited?
it wouldn't be the worst thing.
You'd be pumped.
I'd at least get a free bag of lettuce out of it.
Interesting.
And you could just wash it off. I mean, what kind of harm
Yeah,
could
did they
he
eat
really
the,
do?
did they eat, but they
That's
gotta
the
carry
question.
some kind of disease. I don't know. Animals are.
They said,
Did they eat the lettuce? Does it say?
all they said is, bro, there's a frog in the lettuce. Luckily, the bag had a few holes in it. Okay, I was
Yeah, I
worried
did
about
wonder
that.
about that.
He had plenty of pastures to graze on. So, yeah, he was enjoying
fine.
it. Then the Woolworths grocery store says it was an isolated incident, of course. And no other frogs have been found in salad bags
That
since.
is good. You were saying it could have been a tarantula. Thankfully, they were in Australia, so it could not have been. They don't fit in those little bags.
Yeah, they're too big.
too
For, yeah, it
big
would.
for the little
Huntsman spider would never fit in one
bag.
of those. So true. It would have had to be all curled up.
So that's good.
That's true. I mean,
'Cause you're so
maybe a giant fly could have made it
Yeah,
in,
maybe
which would be
it could've
so
been.
much worse
So
than
much
a frog
worse,
to
but-
me. I pick up anytime I see a frog,
You pick it
it's
up?
gonna be in my hand in 2 seconds. A toad, anything.
Okay.
And I've
Then,
even
yeah.
I even never
Enjoy, I guess.
got a wart from it. I've kissed them. They haven't turned into a prince either. They're harmless, okay?
Yeah.
Harmless all around. Okay. I just thought this was a little interesting. You know, we keep hearing about the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Forget about Route 66. The U.S. is turning 250 this summer. You know what day that it's turning 250, Jay? If you had to guess.
July 4th.
Ding, ding, ding. You're so smart. I kept hearing like we're gonna turn 250 this summer, and it took me a second to realize like, oh yeah, it would coincide with Independence Day.
Would be part of that.
I guess for others though, they got it right away.
Yeah, why is it not when the British surrendered at that one battle?
I don't
just
know.
didn't decide to do it that day. We're all on board with when we signed.
I guess
the
we're
Declaration
all
wait,
in
when we
agreement.
did something
July
else.
4th.
Was that Declaration of Independence? All right, keep going.
Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, you've heard of the Statue of Liberty. This is pretty cool, and not just because this is shaped like a stop sign. There is a company out there in Rhode Island that is producing these commemorative coins using this copper from the Statue of Liberty. Then immediately what pops in my mind, they're over there like cutting off a piece of her skirt or something. No, apparently back in 1984 to 1986, there was a restoration and they took away some of the copper from Lady Liberty. I didn't know about this. And it was the only time that copper was ever taken away from the statue. We've held on to it.
I was gonna say, besides like wear and tear, I'm sure.
I guess I didn't even know. I thought it was the original. I guess it is the original. I didn't think that they ever took anything away from her, but it's still out there. And now they're being turned into these little commemorative coins.
So can you spend these? If I went to like a gas station and I handed them
Well,
a chunk of the
all I know is
Statue of
that
Liberty, would it work?
the real Liberty copper coin will set you back $250, and it's described as a museum grade artifact.
So is it worth $250? If I go to the gas station and I hand them that, can I buy
Great question.
$250 worth
Well,
of Doritos?
because they say museum grade artifact, I would say no.
Say no. All right.
Unfortunately, I would say no.
We don't have a bartering system these days.
And who
right,
came up with the? I mean, I don't hate the thought of the shape. Who came up with that though?
You seem to like the stop sign. Why are you hating on it now?
It's different. Could have just went with round. That's what a coin typically is, and I would have been
Wow.
happier. But okay, that's just my opinion.
Small-minded.
I know. Okay. Well, when we come back, a few things that are, in the interwebs when it comes to medical sciences and new studies being put out, having to do with sleep, with weight loss, a little time off in the middle of the day, and even intellectualness, if that's a word, being related to how long you could live. So we're going to break all of those things down when we come back.
Crazy teases today.
I know, right? I'm on my game.
This is the wrong one. That's okay.
That's okay. What we're
What do we call
watching,
this?
we are watching to medical things, okay?
Yeah, I
And
managed
I
to
thought
skip the
these-
part of this video that I didn't like, so that's actually okay.
All right. This is might not be related, but first of all, just really quickly, the GLP-1s, all the rage. I don't even need to talk about that. We know that. But because of that, while popular weight loss drugs are exploding right now, the use of bariatric weight loss surgery plummeting. Hadn't thought about this. A study published in JAMA found in the 2-year span between 2022 and 2024, there was a 34% decrease in the use of bariatric surgery. At the same time, the use of GLP-1s rose 140%.
Oh, there's this
That's wild.
I mean, when they come up with a quicker, easier way, I guess, to do it,
Yeah, it's just
they suggest it more. That
I
makes sense.
didn't think about all the ripple effects of these GLP-1s other than just
Yeah.
people, getting skinny and not. I mean, there's side effects for everything.
I was going to say
but
there's side effects, but I assume we're getting
I think
better
we've
at
turned a corner.
dealing with some of those. Yeah.
Yeah,
managing
and
some
if
of
you don't
that,
have to go under major surgery that changes your entire life,
like we had.
your entire way of life, then maybe it's a
Yeah.
good thing. But yeah, 34% in 2 years, while GLP-1s went up 140%. Pretty interesting. So we know that too little sleep would age us, but a new study now shows too much sleep can also age us. Sometimes I think that when I'm laying on my pillow too long and my face is scrunched, I'm like, is it giving me wrinkles here and here?
Oh, is that what it does? I thought maybe
I
it
think
was
about
hurting
these
your
things.
like brain, whatever.
Well, that's where my mind went,
Okay.
but I don't think that that's what Columbia University is talking about.
Oh,
here.
you don't think so?
They say people who slept fewer than 6 hours or more than 8 hours experience faster biological aging, including the aging of the brain, the heart, the lungs, and immune system. Study also found too much sleep could be linked to depression later on in life, which we do know that already, I feel. The more sleep you get, maybe the more depressed you might be. But there's a sweet spot between 6 and 8 hours, which I feel like we knew. But
Yeah, probably. Now, what if you
Okay.
sleep less than 6 some nights and more than 8 some nights? Does it all even out?
I would hope so.
Okay.
Let's
I don't
hope
think
so.
that's how it works.
I
but I don't know if that's how it works.
love a good 9-hour. Not that
Yeah.
I've had that in 9 months.
I was gonna say, don't
but,
get used to that.
I mean, I think, but I can see
There's a
that
sweet spot in there.
I would operate best between
Yeah.
6 and 8 hours. And
Yeah,
if
for sure.
if it's less, you feel it the next morning, and if it's more, you might feel it the next morning.
And
as
again,
well.
I genuinely do feel like if I get less, then I'm like, I'm gonna need more to balance this out. I don't know. I haven't consulted
My
a doctor
philosophy
about whether
is
that's-
if you get less than 8
Uh-huh.
or less than 7, we'll say.
Sure.
I always thought, for me personally, if I got less than 8, I need the nap. The nap needs to be equivalent to what would get me up to 8.
That's what that's
I
pretty
always
much
thought
what I
that.
do. If I, yeah.
Yeah, so if
I've
I got
had-
7.5, I just need a 30-minute nap and I'm
I've
good.
had nights where I get 5 hours of sleep and then I'm like, I'm going to go take a 2-hour nap. That puts me right in that 7 spot.
Yeah, that's why I've
We're
always
gold.
lived by that. I've always lived by that.
I'm pretty sure that's not how REM sleep works or something, but I don't
No,
know.
I mean-
I like where your head's at.
I like to get I mean, nothing like a good REM cycle during a nap. You just wait. I mean, it can really mess you up, but sometimes great too. Okay. Doctors say one of the most important parts of the school day, what would it be? Recess.
Yeah.
Recess. The Associated Press reporting that the American Academy of Pediatrics giving new guidance to parents saying play for kids is crucial to reducing obesity and even improving grades.
Yeah.
I feel like we knew this. Some schools have been scaling back recess. Who's doing that?
Yeah.
But doctors say it's essential to emotional and physical health. I didn't love recess when I was a
You
kid.
were so excited there a second ago, and now you're.
But I did
completely
like the
turned
break.
Around. Yes, exactly.
I didn't
And-
love how some people were bouncing off the walls, just
Yeah.
physical activity all the time.
But here's my thing. I agree with that. It's an old thing people say, but like they got rid of it right when I needed it.
yeah.
Dude, I needed time to not think about anything in like middle school, especially like high school.
Yeah.
College.
Why middle school?
I
Like
don't
they should still
Yeah.
give you a 15-minute break
Because
or
like
something
that's
in
also
middle
the time
school.
in which like PE became
That's
just
true.
run the whole time. Like, oh, we're just gonna be in this gym doing like
That's true.
weird exercise things that aren't.
It's crazy to think you
fun.
would
I
have
don't know.
recess and PE in the same
Yeah.
day sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes that did happen. It's a lot of
That's so
physical
true.
activity.
I think I didn't like recess the most when it was cold outside and they forced you to go.
Yeah,
And I
that's
just
true.
huddle in the tunnel in the playground the whole time. And then
So if we could get nice bio,
I think we still need recess at work, which I guess we can't. I mean, people can take a walk.
yeah.
They're not forcing us inside. I mean, they're not locking us the doors.
They give you enough work that you don't.
That you can't take a
don't
break.
have a chance.
That's true. Okay, and lastly, people who participate in the arts age slower than people who don't. This is a University College London study that found that people who regularly read, listen to music, and visit art galleries and museums biologically age slower, possibly because of the cognitive, emotional, and social stimulation that they receive from doing these activities. And they're even stronger for people over the age of 40. So pretty much if you're an intellectual,
Yeah.
that's what I take away from this.
You can just
If you're an
smart-
intellectual.
You can just smart your way out of aging. That's how this all
Yes, exactly.
works. It
So-
definitely isn't connected to the fact that if you have the money to go to museums all the time, you might be
Some of them are free.
better off. Yeah, no, that's true.
Look for the free ones.
Where's a free museum? What museum do you recommend people go to?
The museum in Kansas City, the museum,
Did we talk about this the other
completely
day?
free.
I feel like we talked about
Art
it.
museum, the art museum, massive museum, completely free. You just walk in. It's really nice.
Kansas City.
Really nice. And you know, when I went there, I came back and I thought, yeah, that added a few years to my life. I feel smarter now. I feel more cultured.
But if you eat a hot dog
I
there, does
feel-
it like balance that? No.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I know. Those, what are they? Processed meats.
Yeah, there's
It's
just
all
those
about
things that-
balance, people.
It's all those
All
things
about
people say
balance. What is the
add or
museum?
take away.
Were you looking it up? What's it
I
called?
believe the
Museum of-
Nelson Atkins
Yes,
Museum of
Nelson
Art.
Atkins.
Yeah.
Nelson Atkins. Yeah. That one, you can spend all day there.
Yeah.
Completely free.
Who knew?
The art museum in Springfield's free, isn't it?
Oh, Sure.
I think it is. Well, it's under construction right now, but it's gonna
Okay.
be.
It's gonna be.
Okay, well, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you on the news tonight. I hope you get in some music, some reading, something really intellectual over the next day to add a few years on. We'll see you tomorrow.